Hello guys, welcome back to another live video. Honestly, I didn't expect I'll be back again this soon because I just got an update that the live video I did this not quite long, I think an hour ago, didn't really save. I don't know reason. Maybe this should be from YouTube actually. I'm saying like 41 minutes, but it's not it's not going beyond 30 seconds. So for this reason, I would like to continue from where I stopped yesterday, so you don't miss that part. I already have the part 3 for this crochet beanie. You can go ahead and watch that. So right now I have the part 1, which I did yesterday, and then the part 3, which I did this morning. The part 2 is not showing fully, like you can't go beyond 30 seconds. So I'll continue from where I stopped so you can get an idea of what I did before proceeding to part 3. Okay, so yesterday I stopped at this pink. So today I'll be working 4 more rounds to make it 17 rounds in total. I stopped there at yesterday, which gave me 13 rounds. So I'll add 4 more rounds of red to make it 17. So I already did 2. I'm going to do 2 more to make it 17. It's just the same pattern. Just go ahead and make your 1 DCs in each of the stitches all round. So make 1 DC, 1 double crochets in each of the stitches. Oops. What is happening? Give me a few, please. I need to fix this up. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. So let's continue. Has this ever happened to you before? Because this is the first time I'm experiencing such, where I would go live and at the end I'll see that I can't view past 30 seconds, but I can see in my dashboard that I have like 40 minutes of a live video session. Has this ever happened to you before? What could have caused that? Please, I really need answers, because I don't think it's from my end. The fault is not from my end. The only thing that I discovered was my live session wasn't showing on my other account, but still is recording. So what could have caused it, please? If you've ever experienced such before, how did you solve that? Because for me now, I had to come live again to show you guys the second round. to show you guys the second part, the part 2, because there's no use watching part 1 and then jumping right to part 3 without having idea what the part 2 is all about. And the major thing I discussed was in part 2. So if you've ever experienced that, please let me know. And if you're just joining, welcome back to my live video. I didn't expect to come this soon. I didn't expect to return this soon. I just wanted to record I want to show you guys the part 2 that I missed. So once I'm done with this round, I'll add one more round to make it 4 rounds, and I'll end my beanie at round 17. If you've watched the part 3, if you joined my live video, the part 3 version, this today, you would have seen the end results. You'd have seen how lovely it turned out, right? It's pretty easy, super easy to make, and quick tutorial project you can make for yourself, for your loved ones, or for souvenirs. Like, I can gift it to anyone you love. So I think it's a cute project you can make. So slip stitch to end the round, chain 1, and continue the same pattern. You repeat the same pattern for the last round. Just work 1 DCs in each of the stitches all round, 1 double crochets all round. At this point, I think I will cut off these parts, because I can't fix it. I tried fixing that behind the camera, but nah, I couldn't. So I'll just cut it off and join it together. By the way, I'm still using 1 ball of yarn for the red color. So 1 ball will be enough. 1 ball of 50 grams of yarn. either I cry, oh my god. So either acrylic yarn or cotton yarn, whichever yarn you're working with, one ball or 50 gram will do just fine, except if your stitches are small or tight, very tight, then you can add one more ball of yarn, but I believe one ball should be enough. This was where I cut off my yarn in the previous live video I did. So we've come to the end of this round. Chain one and cut off your yarn. So this is your base. This is what we are working with. Yes, this is our base. This is what this is what we are working with. So far we have 17 rounds of double crochet stitches right here. So now we need to gather our cap. This is the back. You can see here, this is I'll be positioning this at the back where we started working, you know, where we start and end the round. So I'll be positioning it at the back. The mid part of the back section, and I'll thread my needle with a matching yarn. I'll be using pink because the flower applique I'm using will be pink. The flower applique I'll be making, I'm using pink, so it matches that way. I already did this in the previous live video that didn't record, so I'm going to make another for you to see how I did that. So I'm going to even make a bigger one so you can see the difference. So you gather your beanie together by folding it Okay, just fold it into 3. 1 2 3. Make sure it falls in the middle, and sew with your needle and thread. And when sewing, make sure you sew like an inch length and not just at the same spots, not just at one spot. Make sure you have like an inch when stitching. So yeah, once you have a firm once you have a firm grip, you can go ahead and attach your, or you can go ahead and make your flower applique. So I'll cut off this yarn because I'll be using the needle for the attachment of the flower applique. So now we have this. You can actually stop here if you want, but to make your flower to make your beanie more beautiful, to make your hat more beautiful, you go ahead with this by making this rose flower applique, or by making this spiral flower applique. I already have a tutorial of how to do this in the part 3 that you watched, that I did not quite long. So I'll be making this flower applique. I'll do that now for you to see how I did that, and then attach it on top of my beanie. So let's set this aside and start the rose flower applique. Now for your rose flower applique, you make a slip knot, still working with 3mm crochet hook and 2 strands of milk cotton yarn, chain 40, make a chain of 40, now I have 40 chains. So skip the first stitch right here, the first chain, skip it, and move to the next stitch or next chain. Work single crochets, 1 single crochets into the chains, 1 single crochets in all the chains. Do that for the first row. Now single crochet in the last stitch, and this is what you should have, this is what it should look like for your first row. So for your second row, you chain one, and in the same space in the first excuse me, in the first stitch right there, you work double crochets. So add 4 more double crochets into the same space to make it 5 double crochets in total. Then slip stitch in the next stitch. So we have 5 double crochets in a single stitch, then slip stitch in the next, repeat 5 double crochets in the next stitch again, what am I doing? Then slip stitch in the next, 5 double crochets in the next, slip stitch in the next. So for this I did 5 half double crochets instead of double crochet. You know, half double crochet is shorter than double crochet, so that's why it's small. And I didn't start with single crochets in the first row. I just did chain 40 and I proceeded with the pattern for the first round. I just proceeded with 5 HDC in the first stitch and slip stitch in the next. That was what I did all round, and that gave me this. But for this, I want a bigger flower, as big as this, because you can see this is bigger than this. So I want the same look as this spiral flower pattern. So that's why I'm making single crochets in the first row, and then followed by my main pattern of 5 DC, 5 double crochet and slip stitch. So I'll continue working 5 double crochets and slip stitch all through till I get to the end of my row. Spell, hi Spell, it's nice to see you. Welcome to my live video. I'm crocheting a bag. You should try it next. It's really easy. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. That's a really nice project. I think it's been a long I crocheted bags actually, but probably one of these days I should try that out, because I really don't make bag wears. I make the clothing aspect. I'm more focused on the clothing aspect, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't like give it a try one of these days. So because bags are also cute projects to make, yeah, and they are really easy. And we have the complex bags too, but they are really easy bags to make out there, and they look super cute. So I should try it one of these days. Thanks for the suggestion. I hope when you finally finish making that bag, you share with us or you share with me if possible, so I can see how it looks like. Well done. And aside bags, what other projects do you make? Spell. Are you with me? Are you with me? What other projects do you make aside bags? Hats. Oh yeah, hats. Art. That's nice. I love making hats too. Cute, fast projects to make. We have the granny hats, we have the ruffle arts, we have so many art designs in crochet that one can make. So yeah, that's a good one. I love that for you. Oh, cats beanie. That's cute. Cats beanies are smaller than adult beanies, so they are cute projects to make. And I'm sure your cats definitely love them. Fun fact, have we've once had a cat, not even one, two cats. My husband and I, yeah, we both had cats. They're lovely animals. Like, I love them. Lovely pets. Cute, lovely pets. Thank you. And the cats even lived with us for more than 2 years, or even up to 3 years, if I'm not wrong. Cats are cute animals, cute pets. Why do I keep saying animals? Cute pets. Cute pets to keep around. And I do remember anytime I crochet, my cat loves playing with my ball, my yarn, a ball of yarn. They enjoy, they really enjoy playing with yarns. I guess they're attracted to them because of how colorful it looks, and the shape and texture. I'm almost there. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm fixing my yarn. I'm not one that has the patience for tangled yarns. Like it gives me this I don't know how to explain. I just don't like my yarns being tangled. I have someone like that when working on a crochet piece and her yarn gets tangled, she prefers to take her time to, unravel the yarn and oh my god, and detangle it to, you know, to make it neat and hold before she proceeds working on that piece. I ain't got time for that. Nah, I prefer to just cut it off and join with the uh, with any yarn available, the next yarn available, because it saves me time that way. I ain't got time for that. Nah. It slows down my work, and nah, I don't get inspired or get motivated to keep untangling and detangling my yarns. So I'm at the end, and then I'll slip stitch to end my row and then cut off my yarn. So this is what we have here. This is what your round two row 2 should look like. So at this point, we start arranging the flower appliques to give us the shape. So you take this yarn over here, you take it to the back, and then you place this to the top or to the front, and then you wrap your petals. These are called the petals. You wrap it round to give you the shape you want, the flower shape. You can see how big it is, big and cute, cuter than this. You can see this is really small, and this is the big version, the big boss, big baby. Big flower. So now we'll proceed to joining. We'll sew the flowers together to secure and have a good grip so it doesn't come off. So I'm starting from the midpoint, the center right here, and we have like 3 steps: the mid one, the one in between, and the center, the one in between, and the last step right there. So you gather the 3 together and you sew all round. Just do that all the way around. Reason why you should do that is if you only sew the second step and the last step, the first step will be coming off yeah, it won't hold in place. This first step, it won't hold, it won't hold, like it's not going to, it's going to keep coming off. Or so that's why you need to make sure you gather all these steps. That way you can secure it and be sure you have a good grip without coming off. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So now go ahead and arrange your flower, position it well, adjust if possible, and place it on the center right here, center of your beanie. So you pass this to the back, you pass it to the middle, and then you take it out. So add it on your beanie, on your hat, and you sew. Be careful so you don't injure yourself with the needle. So pass it few more rounds and you are good to go. Just pass it enough, as long as you have a firm grip. You can pass it as many times as possible just to have a firm grip on the beanie or your hat. And yeah, this is what we have at the end of the joining or the attachment. I really don't have much of this left. I don't have much of the yarn left, so I'm just going to proceed with my fingers. I would make a knot there and then weave in the ends for all. I'll weave in the ends, cut off excess yarn right there, weave in the ends of this as well, and then these two. Cut them all off to make it neat. And yeah, this is what you should have at the end of your attachment. This is what it should look like. You can see how cute it is. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? So for you to make this, I have the part 3 already. You can go ahead and watch that. This spiral flower oh my goodness, spiral flower applique. You can do this as well. If you really prefer this, just go ahead and do this, remove this and add this. So let me know, which of the two do you prefer between the flower applique, the rose flower applique, and the spiral flower applique? Which one do you prefer? Which one would you go for? Then just drop your response in the comment section. I'll be glad to know. So far, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, this live session with me. If you've if this has been helpful to you one way or the other, please like and drop your comments in the comment section. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll do well to reply. And we've come to the end of our live video, and I will see you in my next live video. So if you're a new subscriber, if this is the first time watching, please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And for my existing subscribers, thank you all so much for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. Thanks for the likes, comments, and all that. I really appreciate. So I'll see you in my next live video. Thanks for watching. Bye.